guys, it's Amber. So welcome to today's video. We are going to be doing an update on my project pan. So this is the palette that I've chosen for this year. This is the Urban Decay Vice 3 palette. And also stay tuned to the end of the video and I'll show you how I got this look. So this is something I chose because it had a lot of different colors. It had neutrals and shimmers and mattes, and I feel like it would be a good companion that I could use throughout the year. Now, when I started this challenge, this is how my palette looked. I really wanted to focus on hitting pan in half the shades. I didn't want to completely pan out this palette because I review products and I have other palettes I like to use and rotate through, so I don't want to just exclusively use this. So my goals might be a little bit different than yours, but my goal for this palette is to just hit pan on at least half of the shades. This is what my palette looked like last update, and I didn't have anything pan hitting, but I did finally hit pan on a shade. So as you can see, I hit pan on Truth, and then Undone is probably the next deepest. You can tell that that one's so close to hitting pan, and I think I'll have pan by that one next time. So for the shades that I've been using a lot, I have actually been using this Alchemy and Vanity shade a lot. Those two are very beautiful paired together. And I also have been diving into just more recently the Heroine and Freeze, which is what I'm using in today's look. Now I said I'm going to try to use some more of these cool tone shades, and I have used a little bit of the Last Sin, which is very beautiful, but it just seemed like when I was using the shade Angel, which got a little smeared because of my daughter, it just went on my eye a little bit more, I don't want to say chalky, but it was a little harder to blend, so I didn't use that shade as much. I feel like definitely I'll start moving into more of Truth and DTF for my neutrals, since I'm going to be hitting pan on both of these. And then I'd like to dabble in a little bit more of these browns and doing like a one color eye look with just using like, I think this would be really pretty to do like a one shadow look. Would be really great to use with that. And yeah, maybe do a little bit more with cut creasing and use the Bobby Dazzle a little more, because that is a really fun bright shade. But I think it needs to be paired with something else, obviously, or just using it as an inner corner highlight. So that's where I'm at with my palette, and let's go ahead and get into the makeup look. All right, for those of you who are interested in seeing a makeup look, get ready with me style, we are just gonna go into it. I am trying out a newer foundation. It's not new, it's been out for a while, but new to me. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus. I have it in medium, which I think might be a little dark, but I actually have had quite a bit of sun, so I feel like my face is a little lighter because I wear a hat and stuff, so I'm hoping to make it blend. I did put my primer on, which is just my Dr. Brandt primer, so we'll see if we can make this work. It has an interesting smell to it. It reminds me of something, but I can't put my finger on it. I just remembered that I was going to do my eyeshadow first. Oh my goodness. Well, I guess I'll put a bunch of powder on under my eyes and then we'll go from there. I actually think this looks pretty good. I'm going to blend it down my neck a little. I really had every intention of getting this up last month instead of the beginning of this month, but I wasn't feeling well, so it is what it is. I kind of was like feeling cruddy, and then my sister came into town unexpectedly, and so life happened. So this is still going to count for last month, and then I will do my project pan updates later in the month. Okay, I'm going to put some powder here. I guess we'll do some baking today. This is the Flower Beauty matte powder. So I'll just do it this way. Catch and fall out. This is an eye primer from AOA. Jumping into the palette, I'm going to go into Truth. I'm going to put that all over my lid. Pardon the garbage man. Fact of life, we have to have our garbage and recycling picked up. So if you can hear it, I apologize. Alright, then I'm going to go into Undone, which is right underneath. This one is so close to hitting pan. So dusting off my brush, I'm going to go into the blue shade called Heroin. I'm going to tap this off a little because it is pigmented. I'm just applying this under the brown for a little more diffused edge. I like doing it like this first, where I just add a really light, kind of a light wash base. So now I'm just going to take the same Heroin color and just apply it more pigmentedly. That is actually a word, onto the lid. I don't want my inner corners to be too dark, so I'm gonna touch these up with a little bit of concealer. Okay, so I mean, if you're just a dark smoky lover, you can leave it there. But I'm going to pop the lid because I really wanted to look for ways to incorporate this color a little bit more. It's just so blue and shimmery. I just thought, how do I use this without making it look like Mimi from the Drew Carey Show? And I found that if I just put it right over this dark blue, it is so pretty. Alright, I touched up some of the brown, and then I'm going to go into the shade Bobby Dazzle, this nice bright shimmery white, and I'm going to put that in my inner corners again, just to balance that dark and give it that lightness right here. I'm going to take a smaller brush and put a little bit of the darker Heroin under my lash line, but just a little bit. So today is my kids' first day home from school, so they're home, and we'll see how the summer goes as far as filming. So I'm very dramatic for the last day of school to go get ice cream. I'm going to use this IT Cosmetics Brow Power. This is in Universal Taupe. When my 6-year-old, he's almost 7, got off the bus, he's just like, last day of school! Like, he was just like yelling. It was so funny. He was done. Alright, so let's do some liner. I'm going to use this AOA Studio Wonder Liquid Eyeliner. We'll see what kind of liner that comes out today. I really never know for sure. I know my eyeliner's a little off because, like I've mentioned many times, my eyes are hooded and they're uneven, so it's like nearly impossible to get them perfect. It's kind of like the stars have aligned and the angels sing, and that like never happens. But I just went for a really skinny, thin, a little bit longer wing instead of like my traditional like thick, more short and stubby wing. Just switching it up a little bit. I use my Essence Volume Stylist mascara. So for blush, I'm using this MAC Dainty Pink. It's really soft and I feel like it adds a nice complement to the blue. And these are so hard pressed, even though I'm trying to use them up. They basically last forever. See, for bronzer, let's use some of my Lorac bronzer. This is a little warmer and I think it'll work good. I'm going to use a bigger brush too and kind of blend my foundation a little bit. Let's go e.l.f. Kabuki. And just bronze a little. Alright, for lips, I'm going to go super neutral. Let's find an oldie but goodie, shall we? This is one of my favorite nudes. This is Too Faced Nude Beach. So creamy. Here's my social media if you guys haven't checked it out already. Here's a couple more videos that you might want to check out. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!